Around a long time.
Yeah.
Are you not overly surprised that you guys had a little hiccup last week and now back on track?
Yeah, I think, no one goes out to play and lose a game. We're definitely off key by quite a bit. It definitely was a game of two halves. I thought we were in the first half, and the second half they just ran away with it from us. We weren't tactically clinical and didn't play that well. So I think it was a good wake-up call, But having said that, you still want to be able to play well. So we'll put that behind us, and obviously the main focus now is in knockout rugby.
And Keegan, you're probably one of the few, maybe two of you that have seen a final, won a final, seen semi-finals, plenty of them. What's the mood in the camp with guys who haven't seen this yet?
Yeah, look, for the Sharks, there are only a handful of us that have won trophies for the Sharks. A couple other guys that have been at other unions that have won trophies. So, we'll rely on their little bit of experience as well. I think for the younger guys, that is their first finals week of rugby. It's quite exciting for them. It's all about just doing the basics, but doing them really, really well. So I'm sure they're looking forward to coming out here and playing in front of a home crowd.
What's the key to preparation in playoff rugby?
Yeah, the margins are so small and the opportunities are very minimal. So it's about capitalising on those opportunities. I think the team that's going to be the most clinical in the execution. It's not about the fancy plans. I think it's just about doing the basics really, really well. And we got a pretty good game plan that we've stuck to and worked on the whole season. And it's all about just implementing that on the weekend and playing in the right areas, I think.
You guys have played the Bulls quite recently. You've got their scalp. Does that give you a bit of motivation going into this one now?
Oh, I don't think so. I think semi-finals rugby is a different kind of rugby, or finals rugby, should I say. I think they've improved immensely. I think the work that Mitch has done with them, and they're not playing that old traditional style of Bulls rugby. You can see in the way they're playing, their backs and forwards together, and they're actually playing a nice brand of rugby. And they've got a couple of dangerous guys out back that are finding their feet. I think the talk of the time is obviously Warwick Gallant, the way he's playing, so quite a danger man out there, 15. So, like I said, at the end of the day, the margins are quite small, and it's quite simple. If you win by 50, you win by one, it's a win.
Keegan, you guys have put in a hell of a lot of hard work this year, and you won 10 in a row.
Yeah.
What would it mean to this group to go on and win this Currie Cup?
Yeah, I think, for me, it's the premier competition in South African rugby. It's been around for hundreds of, just over 100 years, and it's that special feeling of winning a trophy. And a few of us have managed to do that, and it's something that we speak about, around the campfire, the ones that we've won. So it'd be great for the young guys to have that experience, and I think with that comes confidence. So learning and knowing how to win breeds more winning. So yeah, and I think it'll be good for our fans and for KZN rugby and Natal rugby as a whole to bring back a trophy. It's been quite a while. I think 2013 might have been the last one. So it's been a while, and we obviously fans are quite demanding when it comes to that sort of thing, so we've got to produce the results.
Keegan, do you think the Bulls are in quite a nice place, and that they've come in through the back door? They were kind of not under a lot of pressure to make the playoffs at one stage, and they're coming to you guys who are the favourites.
Yeah.
They're starting to play nice rugby. They're in kind of a nice place, whereas lots expected of you guys.
Yeah, they're in a great place. Like I said to you, they're building quite a bit of confidence in the way they've played the last couple of weeks. I think the key for us will be to manage the game and play in the right areas and back our defence. I think we've been really, really strong defensively throughout the whole competition, and that's been one of our key strengths. So, like I said to you, finals rugby is interesting because there is a lot more pressure. It's a do or die game, and it's about the team that's going to have the most composure and be the most clinical that I think will come out on top.
Keegan, as you say that you guys want to back your defence as well, but the Bulls have been lightning on attack but a bit dodgy on their own defence, really. Is there something to take into that, or is it more just about playing your own game?
I think it's about playing our own game. We've done our homework. Certainly when you want to attack and you want to play a lot more rugby, there is a higher chance of error rate, and we know that in the modern day rugby, counter-attack is the best form to score. So when you play more rugby, there's going to be more opportunity for the opposition to get their hands on the ball. But like I said, we're going to stick to our guns. We've got a really good plan, and we've kind of been building on that over the whole season, and it's worked for us. We slipped up last week, but that's a minor hurdle for us.
Keegan, you spoke about concentrating on your own game. You also spoken about how dangerous their backs are, Gallant, etc. Obviously, key to that is making sure those guys don't get the ball. The onus on your forwards to shut it down before they start running all at you.
Yeah, as much as we talk about the backs, I mean, ultimately with our dominant forward pack, you can't really do much. And I think we've been building really nice with the forwards and the pack that we have. We're putting some really strong performances. Our set piece probably wavered a bit the last few weeks, so it hasn't been the strongest, especially line-out time, and we've addressed that and looked at that and come up with new ideas and ways to sharpen up. And I think if your set piece is solid and we can put them under pressure at set piece, then it'll prove to be a difficult day for the back three to get their hands on the ball.
Keegan, finally from me, a lot has been said about that, the enterprising Bulls back play, but what do you make of their forwards? Are they underrated, or are they?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at them, I don't think they're underrated. You never want to underrate any pack that you play against, especially a Bulls pack that's wanting to build and build momentum for the Union. Looking at them, they've obviously adapted a bit more of a skills-oriented game. You know, it's not, they might be direct, but they're moving and shifting the ball, so that's brought a bit more of a different dynamic to the game, which is good to see for South African rugby, I think, and definitely will be a bit more of a challenge defensively than just the one-off stuff.
They're quite fiery though as well. The last game here at Kings Park, their front row especially was getting stuck in. And
yeah, I think, you know, two butties playing against each other with the two Schoolman brothers, there's going to be a little bit of extra fire there. But you know, ultimately you got to win that battle up front. If you don't win the battle up front, you know, you can have the best backs in the world and you're not really going to get anywhere. So expect it to be physical. No one's going to stand back. It's going to be 80 minutes of hard rugby.